Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing the 2023 updated review of of my v, of my DVD and Blu-ray collection. I'm gonna go through each file. I'm gonna start off with this row, and then I'm gonna make my way up to the next row, So I'm gonna go through each DVD and Blu-ray and talk a little bit about it, and let's get started. First up, I have season 2 of Arrow. Great show. Next up, I have Need for Speed, the movie version. Next up, I have a box set of House, the first season. Next up, I have season 2 of House MD. Yeah, I forgot to say MD. Next up, I have another box set of Boston Legal, the first season. Next up, I have the second season of Boston Legal. Next up, I have season 3 of Boston Legal. Next up, I have season 4 of Boston Legal. Next up, I have season 5 of Boston Legal. Oops. I have a big box set, a large box set. Another boxed set of 24, season 5. Yeah. Next, I have the first season of NCIS. And if you look here, it stands for Naval Criminal Investigation Scene, which is awesome. Next up, I have season 1 of Chicago. I had to switch to my other hand. I just switched to my right arm because my left arm was getting. I just switched to my left arm because my right arm was getting tired. Next up, I have season 7 of Chicago PD, another one of my favorite shows, and I believe this takes place in Chicago. I'm not entirely sure. Next up, I have season 4 of CSI, and if you look really close, and if you look here, it says Crime Scene Investigation. That's what it stands for. Ugh. Next up, we have season 1 of CSI. Dang, this thing was a lot. Woo! Next up, we have season 1 of 24. Oops. Next up, we have Santa Claus is Coming to Town, one of my favorite Christmas movies. Grace Unplugged. Jack Frost, classic. Next up, we have a 2-disc set of Spider-Man 2. And if you look here, this is the 2-disc edition of Spider-Man 2. The second disc has bonus features, and the first disc has the first disc is the actual movie. And I want to show you guys something. I happen to have the GameCube version of Spider-Man 2. See? I have the game version of Spider-Man 2 and the movie version of Spider-Man 2, which is pretty cool. I also have the game version of Spider-Man, which is here somewhere, but I'm not gonna take it out because I don't want to take it out. Okay. Well, okay. Next up, we have a two movie collection: Home Alone, the first Home Alone, the first one, and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. This movie, this movie made me laugh a couple times, and it's known as one of the best Christmas movies out there. If you're a fan of Christmas movies that are comedy style, then go get this one because it'll make you laugh. Next up, we have one of my very favorite movies, and that is The Sound of Music. This has to be one of my favorite movies. I don't know where I got this from, but it's really good. I saw it on VHS when I was a little boy, and I enjoyed it. And it also has Julie Andrews. FYI, Julie Andrews also played Mary Poppins. Next up, we have Elf. This is a two the 2-disc edition. Yeah. For some reason the second disc is missing. I don't know where it is. Yeah. Yeah, there's only one disc in here. Well, next up we have Les Miserables, or Les Mis. I saw the Broadway version with my friends, and I enjoyed it. I haven't seen the movie version, but heard good things about it. Next up, we have a 3-movie collection: God's Not Dead, God's Not Dead 2, and God's Not Dead: A Light in Darkness. I also have the first God's Not Dead movie, and I wanted to get the single disc version of God's Not Dead 2 and God's Not Dead: A Light in Darkness, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I decided to go with that. Next up we have Fate's Song. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I've seen this movie a couple times, and it's great, and it was great. I think I saw it on Amazon Prime. Yeah, Amazon Prime, and I enjoyed it. Next up, we have Avengers Endgame. Me and a couple of my high school friends were supposed to see this when it came out in theaters, but the tickets had already sold out. So I had to go on Amazon and buy this. Okay. Next up, we have God Bless the Broken Road. I originally saw this on Netflix, and made me honestly it made me a little sad, but still this is a good Christian movie. Next up, we have another Christmas movie. It's also another one of my favorites, and that is The Year Without a Santa Claus. Next up, we have The Polar Express. Next, we have a movie that's not really one of my favorites, but it's when I say it's not really one of my favorites, then I'm giving it an 8 out of 10, and that is Anastasia. I bought this on Amazon, and honestly, I thought it was kind of a letdown. Well, I shouldn't say it was a letdown. It's just not my cup of tea. But still, this movie is okay. And for some reason, a couple of my friends like it. So if they like it, then I like it. It's okay. If you're a fan of movies like this, then go buy it on Amazon or wherever you can find it, and pop it in your DVD player. Next up, we have Marvel's Avengers. Haven't seen it. Heard good things about it. Got it on Amazon. Next up, we have Deadpool. Oh my god, this movie made me laugh so hard, but not as hard as the second one. I didn't get to see the first one. I saw the second movie. I saw the second one with my cousin and one of my best friends from college. And next up, we have Deadpool 2, which I just talked about, and on the back here it says the sequel to the first one. Pretty cool. Next up, we have one of my all-time favorite Peanuts movies. And that is A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. I always watch this every Thanksgiving, whether I'm home with my parents or when I'm with my family, or when my family comes over. Yes, I always watch this every Thanksgiving, and I love it. Next up we have Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. I saw it with one of my friends, and we enjoyed it a lot. And it looks like there are 2 discs. The first disc is the movie version, and the second disc is the bonus disc. Okay, now let's get to this file right here. Whoa! Okay. Next up, we have Frosty the Snowman, one of my favorite Christmas movies. Justice League versus Teen Titans. Batman versus Robin. Ugh. Law and Order Special Victims Unit Season 1. Dang, this thing was a lot. Ugh. Next up, we have another box set of Law and Order Special Victims Unit. This is the 15th year. Next up, we have Law and Order Special Victims Units, the 22nd year. Next up, we have the first season of Law and Order, the original one. And then we have Law and Order Season 9. I'm a big fan of Law and Order. I'm a big fan of Law and Order shows. There are some crime drama shows I like and some crime drama shows I don't like. Next, we have one of my favorite anime shows, and that is Dragon Ball Z. This is the first season. This is the first season. Next up, we have Season 1 of Dragon Ball. Next up, we have Season 2 of Dragon Ball Z. Whoa. Next up, we have a Blu-ray copy of My Hero Academia. This is Season 1. I forgot. Yeah. Next up, we have Part 1 of Dragon Ball Super. Next up, we have Part 7 of Dragon Ball Super. Next up, we have another box set of Dragon Ball Z Kai Season 1. Next up, we have another DVD set of Dragon Ball Z Kai. This is Season 4. Next up, we have Justice League Doom. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, classic. Grace and Gravity, another one of my favorite Christian shows. Christian movies. Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown, another one of my favorites. Man of Steel, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Kiki's Delivery Service, one of my favorite anime movies. The Peanuts movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, one of my favorite Halloween movies. A Charlie Brown Christmas. This is my all-time favorite movie. This is my all-time favorite Christmas movie. Words cannot describe how much I love this. There are no words. So, if there's any of you guys out there, if there's anyone out there on YouTube who likes Charlie Brown, then go buy this on Amazon because you'll be entertained for hours. I love this movie so much. Superman Returns. The Sound of the Spirit. It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. The Simpsons movie. Fantastic Four. And yes, the top part is a little ripped open. I'm not sure if it'll work. Napoleon Dynamite. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. The Amazing Spider-Man, another Blu-ray copy. Yeah. I Still Believe. At Jesus' Side. Letters to God. The Bourne Legacy. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. God's Not Dead. And last but not least, The Wizard of Oz. Alright, you guys, there you go. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing on my YouTube channel. And I look forward to it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.